Hey everybody, come on in, come on in. Thank you all so much for being here. For anybody new here, hi. I'm Maggie, your substitute teacher. I would like to welcome you to yet another struggle cooking class where I am not a professional chef, nor am I a professional YouTuber. I am just a mom and a home cooker sharing my love of food on my health and wellness journey with you all. Today we have well, it's not a vegetarian recipe because there's meat, but we have a vegetable recipe. I got a beautiful eggplant in the last giveaway box, so hopefully it looks good on the inside because I have an eggplant recipe that we're going to try today. I'm going to use my own substitutes. I am your substitute teacher because I cook with sugar substitutes, dairy substitutes, and gluten substitutes. So we're going to try and figure this one out. We're going to take attendance. If you would like to be counted present, feel free to announce yourself. However, if you prefer to watch quietly from the clouds and you all know who you are, you're always welcome here. We are the happy, wholesome, family-friendly side of Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Apologies, I'm running the dishwasher because this is really me at home. All right, so come on in, everybody. Who do we have on Instagram? Minnie Kalikas. Thank you so much for being here. I see Sweets here, Sam Sneed, and Darrell Baby. Thank you all so much for being here. I see you all coming in on TikTok. Hi, Cammie. If you all want to shout out, just let me know in the chat and I will shout you out on TikTok. And then over here, I see Jessica. She says, I'm so glad you're back. I'm so glad to be back too. I've been gone for a couple weeks. I went to Egypt and then also went to London. So I have been posting, but when I'm traveling, the signal is not what you all are used to. So I don't want to do an extra struggle stream. So I'm going to be saving those for when I'm home on the special Wi-Fi. Jessica says such beautiful pictures. Thank you, my dear. You all hopefully saw the pictures. They're on my community tab. Cammie says, how was it over there? It was amazing, y'all. Life-changing. I'm still trying to hold on to so much of it. I have an Egyptian cotton dress on and some Egyptian sandals. So I did put a poll up on my community tab. You all want to hear all about the food, so I will be doing some recaps for you. So stay tuned. I do post every day on all of my socials. Maggie, the substitute teacher. And Jessica says you look amazing. Thank you, sweetheart. Y'all, I ate and drank everything clearly. Y'all know it's a struggle for me, so we're gonna have to get back on track, and that's what we're doing today. We got Conquer It with Dre in the house. She says, hi, hello, my dear. Thank you so much for being here. All right, so let me show you all what we're making. This is an eggplant recipe, so I'm gonna take my time. Usually try to keep it about an hour, but this one is a few steps, so let me get the video up to show you all. I also put it in the, the description, so you can watch it yourselves, and then we will get the ingredients and get started. All right, I don't think this one has any sound. It's a German recipe. Hello, D-Ray from Iko Sun Kitchen. All right, so hopefully you all can see that's the goal. We're gonna make this eggplant pizza. That is the goal. So we're gonna slice the eggplants. They use two, we're gonna use one. We're gonna salt them and then olive oil and roast them. And then we're gonna top them. She's using like a spaghetti sauce. I got taco meat, that's what we're gonna use. Then we're gonna layer meat and cheese and then the eggplant. So almost like a lasagna and using the eggplant as the noodle. More meat, more cheese. Hello. Then we're gonna put some sauce in the pan so that it doesn't dry out. Some tomatoes, and then we're gonna get that cheese bubbly brown and garnish with some fresh parsley. All right, so that is the goal. Let me know what you all think. If you are a vegetable lover or an eggplant lover, this could be a great recipe for you. I had wonderful roasted eggplant in Egypt. It was amazing. I don't know what they used to season it with, but I'm gonna have to find out. All right, y'all, let me get my uniform on and we're gonna go ahead and get started. Jessica says yummy. I think so too. Hello, Julson on Instagram. We got Sheena, my first time seeing you on Facebook. Hello. She says, hey, so glad you guys are here. Happy Saturday to you. Hope everybody is doing well. Let me get my uniform on. I was just thinking about that as I was getting ready to cook today. I was like, shucks. I usually try and get an apron everywhere I go as a souvenir, and it totally slipped my mind. Oh, y'all are already starting with the cash apps. Oh my goodness. It totally slipped my mind because Believe me, I did a lot of shopping. I did a whole lot of shopping, but I did not get an apron. So unfortunately, I don't have an Egyptian apron. Cami says it looks good. Cami loves aprons. Hello, Bobby Ben says, good afternoon on TikTok. Yeah, y'all. I was like, oh, shucks. That's usually my go-to. If you ever want to get me a gift, I love a good apron. So we have Maggie merch. You can get yours. Link is at teachablemoments.com. You can customize them. They're about $20. Put your name on them, multiple sizes and colors. So something just came through. Look who we have here. Y'all know her and love her. We got AV7. AB to the seventh power sends $20. Let me put you up on the board. She says for welcome back. You guys have been missing me. That is so heartwarming. Thank you. Thank you. It's always nice to take some time away from social media and be in the real world, but I missed you all. We're going to do all of the recaps of the travel. We'll talk more about that, but AB is our stream sponsor coming in with the $20. You all know she is a content creator. She's getting ready to take the bar. She's co-host on Lead Attorney's channel. They're covering all kind of legal stuff that is way over my head. So thank you so much, AB. Let me get you up on the board. All right, so hopefully you all saw the video. If not, I'm going to keep it here on replay, and we are going to start. Oh my gosh, y'all are coming through hot. We got Through the Fire podcast coming in with the $5. Thank you so much. Now rebranded from Real Bravado Network. Real Bravado and I did a whole week's collabs of working man meals. Was it last year? This year? It's a lot going on, y'all, and a lot more. All good stuff. But thank you for the $5. You guys know how to make a girl feel welcome. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. You guys don't even have to be here to watch me struggle cook, and then you come in and support like that. Thank you. Hello, Ralph on IG. Hello, OG on IG. Cammy says, Maggie, you look beautiful glowing after your vacation. Thank you. Got a lot of sun, got a nice little tan. I'm already tan. I'm from West Africa, but I was in North Africa and Egypt. It got up to 116 degrees. It was hot, but it was once in a lifetime. I'm telling y'all, it was amazing. So we'll do lots of recaps. And if y'all have questions, feel free to ask me. Thank you, Bobby. Feel free to ask me. I'll have some stopping points as we cook this up. Okay, what are we doing? Focus, Maggie. So we have an eggplant here, a beautiful vegetable. They actually call this in the UK and in Egypt, because I learned Egypt was actually an English colony. I did not know that. Shout out to the monarchy. Ghana was also an English colony, as was the United States. That's why we speak English. They actually call this an aubergine. So if you ever see aubergine on a menu, like a formal menu, they're talking about eggplant, okay? So we are going to wash this up and we're gonna slice this. I'm hoping to get 6 slices if I can. We got Patty Play Lottery in the house. Hello, my dear. Thank you so much for being here. It's a great vegetable used in a lot of Italian flavored meals as well. You all are familiar with eggplant parmesan. You can do, I've seen eggplant pizzas where you can use the eggplant slices as a crust, all kind of good things. All right, let's get our cutting board. All right, so I'm not a great freehand. This recipe calls for 2 eggplant. I'm going to use 1, and I'm hoping to half it. Hello, the finest Elijah. You all can do that with any recipe. You can double it up, you can half it, you can quarter it. I'm just cooking for 1, so you'll just half all of the ingredients, all right? All right, so I'm gonna eyeball this. Let's go halfway down, well, okay. We want to try and get nice, even sheets that we can use as layers, like for our pizza. So I'm just going to cut all the way down to, let me take this part off. Y'all know it's got this beautiful flowery stem. I'm just going to take that off. All right, so Let me know if you all actually enjoy eating. Hello, 504 Successful. Says, welcome back. How was your trip? The trip was amazing. For any of you all who don't know, I'm part of a travel group and I go to a different destination every year. Let me see if I can do it this way. Let me try to focus you all. Let me sharpen this knife. I'm going to try and go down and get 6 slices. So I've been traveling this way. It's a great way to travel alone, but with a group. So you can book a single, you can go with a couple, you can go with a family, you can do whatever you like. This year was Egypt. Hopefully you all were able to see some of the pictures and videos. Last year was Greece, and the year before that was Italy. All right, let's see if we can do this freehand. Trying to eyeball it. This should work. So the recipe is actually in the description and it's in German. So this is Eiko Sun Kitchen. It's in German. Let me get the translation because we're going to soak these first in salt water because the best food is when all of the ingredients have flavor and then they come together nicely. All right. So we want to soak these in salt water. It says for about 20 minutes. Slice the eggplant into lengths with a knife, then place it in a bowl, fill with water, and add a little salt. Let them rest for 20 minutes. All right. So I'm just going to put them here for now, and then we will salt them. So whether you're doing eggplant parmesan or this recipe, all right. And then one more. But yeah, the trip was amazing. I went to Cairo, Luxor, did a hot air balloon ride, saw all of the ancient temples, the Valley of the Kings, riverboat cruise on the Nile. It was incredible, y'all. I tried to post as much as I could. All right, so we have three layers from half of the eggplant. And in this recipe, let me make it brighter so y'all can see. In this recipe, she makes one stack of 3 layers, okay? So we've got one. Let me see if I can get the other one. But yeah, it was incredible, y'all. Next year, I'm already booked for the French Riviera. So I'll be going to France next year and China. So if you all like my travel documentary, stay tuned. And then, like I said, because I'm from Ghana, I'm taking the boys. The whole family's going to Ghana for Christmas. So I want the boys, even though they were born in America, I want them to know their heritage. So the boys are going with me, my brother, Uncle Phil, Mom and Dad, Nana and Papa. One second, y'all. I'm getting close to the edge here. Let me focus. Knife safety. Just go slow. Let the blade do the work. Okay, we got 2. We want to try one more. I think 2 is fine. Yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and cover these. We have 5 eggplant slices. I'm just going to cover these with some salt and then some water and just let them soak. So I just have regular kosher salt. You can use whatever salt works for you. Hello, I am phone. Thank you so much for being here. Jazz of all trades says, I love my brushes. Thank you. Wonderful. I love sending happy mail. I did a cookie tasting. So we just have some salt, get some water. We did a cookie tasting with the boys before I traveled to Egypt. And I had extra cookies because Lord knows I don't need them. And shipped them out to several of y'all. Some of y'all watched the replay, and I was already in flight. I don't think this bowl is big enough, y'all. Let me get a bigger bowl so we can really submerge this eggplant, and then we will move on. Sorry, y'all, that's loud. But your eggplant is going to be like any vegetable. Sometimes they're going to be bigger or smaller, but we want to make sure that we get these completely covered with water. And then salt them. And then we're going to let them dry. Now, if you're going to do like a roasted eggplant, roasted veggies, if you're going to do like an eggplant parmesan, you can just lay the eggplant or tomato or squash or anything. You can just lay it out on a baking sheet. Sprinkle some salt on there. And then what that does, just like when you put salt on watermelon, hello, Nika, for those of y'all who like salt on your watermelon, it's going to draw the moisture out of your vegetables, out of your fruits. And then it'll be juicier and have more flavor. But then also, if you pat it dry, if you want to do like an eggplant parmesan, then it's less wet. And so it's a little bit more crunchy. We got Endless, the spokesperson in the house. Shout out to South Africa. I've been to South Africa too. It's amazing. Okay, what are we doing? Let's get a cutting board. All right, so I'll let these soak for a little bit longer. My mom would taste the water. Yeah, it tastes salty. Should taste like the ocean. It's just raw vegetables. My mom is a retired home science teacher, and she says, Maggie, you got to get in there with the food, cook with all of your senses, okay? So don't just set it and forget it. Touch it, feel it, to see if it's the texture that you like, the tenderness that you like for eggs, steak, whatever. Smell it before it burns. Look at the color as it changes. And taste it as long as it's not raw meat. There's nothing wrong. I just wanted to make sure the water was salted enough. Hello, Mac in Black is here. Thank you so much for being here. Okay. So I think that's good. So I'm going to take a little bit of a shortcut. We need to, it says let it dry. So let's go ahead and take these out. And I'm just going to put them on the cutting board with some paper towels and let them dry while we work on the next step, which is going to be a shortcut. All right, so just a cutting board and some paper towel. So we have our big slices of eggplant or some beautiful jewelry. So let's just go ahead and put these down. I was hoping to be able to cook this in the air fryer. I think I'm gonna have to turn on the oven, y'all. These pieces are bigger than I thought, but it's okay. I'm a woman of a particular age, and I'm in the South. I'm not trying to, be hot like that, but it's okay. All right, so I'm just gonna kind of lightly press. We want to get that moisture up out of the eggplant. Again, if you're trying to like caramelize your veggies and get that nice, like almost crispy texture, you want dry and oil plus the heat. All right, so I think that's good. Just take this off. Now you can see they look a little bit pasty. Oh. And then one more. And I'm just going to set these behind me. It says rest for about 20 minutes. Yeah, we'll do 20 minutes. We'll do what we can. All right, so they've been salted and they're just going to sit back here. Okay. So in this recipe, as you all can see here, she does like a tomato sauce, like a spaghetti sauce. I got something else in the giveaway box that I'm going to use as a hack shortcut. Let me show it to you. And just like you can do stuffed peppers with like taco seasoning, with pasta sauce seasoning, breakfast version, you can do the same thing with the eggplant. Great way to get extra veggies in. If you've got kids or big kids or men that don't like vegetables, here's the hack. You use them as a vehicle for the stuff that they do like. So if they like cheese and all that good stuff, cover the veggies with that. All right. So while those are drying, let me show y'all what I have. This probably came from some type of cafeteria, but this is taco meat seasoning. So this is pork taco filling. The recipe has you making like a spaghetti sauce from scratch. I can absolutely do that. You can ground beef and onions and peppers and cook it all up and let it simmer. You could also do this with the leftover spaghetti sauce, but we're just gonna go ahead and cook this. So we're gonna put this in the boiling water. I was just reading the directions. All right, so let's move this here. When I'm cooking for myself or, eating for myself, I don't always want to cook from scratch. I love cooking. I like cooking for others more than myself. So this is something that you could have. It's also great for meal prep, whether you make your own or get something like this. Mom would get like, 2 different proteins, and then you can have different things with it over the course of a week. So let's say this is taco meat filling. We could obviously do tacos. We could do taco salad. We could do taco stuffed peppers, all kinds of stuff like that. All right. So we have a big pot, and this cooks directly in the pouch, and then we're going to cut it open once it is heated up. So this is refrigerator cold. So you just want a pot that it can fit in, and then we're going to fill this with water just to cover the filling. Thank you all for the love. You don't want to fill all the way to the top because it'll take longer to boil. So whether you're boiling potatoes or anything like that, just you want the liquid to cover it so that it can be completely submerged, and then you can stop. Hello, we got a material world. Okay, focus, Maggie. When it starts floating, then we're good. So I'm going to turn this on high. Make sure it's not touching my cables. Okay, so we'll turn this up. And we're going to let this boil. All right, so what else could we do? So we have this. I'll give you all a couple ideas while I have to empty the oven. So we have our eggplant. I'm going to pack this up in the fridge. We can reuse this. I'm not going to use it today, but you could score this, which means you do, lines with the knife straight down and then across, kind of make the crisscross pattern, salt and pepper them, and brush them with the oil of your choice, and then put them on like a grill. That could be a great presentation. Hello, Cornwall. Excuse me. That could be a great presentation with the extra eggplant. You could also use this as a vehicle. You could scoop out the inside and kind of make like a boat and put your, whatever filling you want, and then roast it and eat it that way. You could dice it up and toss it as vegetables. Lots of different options, y'all. We don't want to waste. We have, and hello, Hemo. He says, great, my chief. Hemo was the one who did the video. I just posted it yesterday, the hot air balloon that we did in Luxor. He is the videographer. So thank you so much for coming through. So let me pack this up. Let me know what you all would use the extra eggplant pieces for as well. Especially if you're just cooking for 1 or 2. I think I'll be cooking for me, no mister, later tonight. I could roast some eggplant as well with his fish. All right, so let's put this away. All right, so in the meantime, I think I'm going to make my little snack that I made yesterday. This obviously is a grapefruit, but I don't know if you all saw my brown sugar caramelized grapefruit that I made yesterday. Since I've got some time, I'll make another one. We're waiting on the air fryer. It's a great way, again, if you don't like grapefruit or fruit, I'm going to show you how to make this something that I think you would want to eat or others would want to eat. All right, so let me just take off the sticker and wash this. We're going to cut it in half. So if you're new here, when I'm home, I usually do stream every day, and I cook from scratch for you all, so you can see everything. I don't have anything prepared in advance. A lot of times when we're recreating these recipes, we want to know, is it fake news or is it real? So I'll make something to drink and show you all my grapefruit snack. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this grapefruit and we're just gonna cut it in half crossways. All right. So not where the little belly button is. We're gonna cut it crossways. So you should be able to do just like that. Ooh, beautiful. Beautiful red grapefruit. Look how juicy it is. Now, if you, it smells so good. I love citrus. If you would eat it just like this, by all means. But a friend of mine told me this really easy hack. We're gonna sprinkle brown sugar, or for me, sugar substitute. So if you're diabetic or pre-diabetic, this would be a great option for you. If you can have real sugar, please have some for me. I know some people don't like the substitutes. I am not the food police. Please do what works for you. All right. So let's get a tray. We're gonna put this in the air fryer. So I'm going to use the drip tray, and I'm just gonna put one of the silicone mats in here. I don't want some. Yeah, I love to cook for y'all. I ship out. I even ship to Canada if I have something that'll travel well. All right, so we have our little silicone sheets. Hello, Bello Apparel. Hello, Dr. Irene. Thank you all for the hearts. Okay, so we have our grapefruit while we're waiting on our taco meat to cook. This could be leftover spaghetti sauce, and we have our eggplant over there drying out. So I just put these in this tray so that the juices don't run all everywhere. And then I have my brown sugar. Now I'm going to go ahead and do both of them. This is one of my sugar substitutes. It can be Splenda, it could be stevia, it could be, aspartame. Y'all, I'm not the food police. It could be monk fruit. Y'all heard that? There's natural ones, there's lab made ones. Do the one that works for you. And then I added a little bit of maple food color, not brown food coloring, and maple extract to kind of give it the simulation of brown sugar. But this is calorie free and it won't spike your blood sugar. Christina says, yum. Yes, I'm looking forward to it. All right. So we're just gonna go in with a hefty spoonful. I'm gonna scrape some of it up. A hefty spoonful. And then we're gonna put it directly on top of our grapefruit. And I'm just gonna use the back of the spoon to kind of press it in. We want a nice glaze, a nice bubbly brown. And again, if you can have brown sugar, use the real thing. Please, have some for me. So this is what it looks like. I'm gonna do 2 spoonfuls. Just a clean spoon to go back in here. Put that on, and then use this spoon to really just kind of press it down. I'm gonna do it over my tray so I don't mess up the counter. If you're trying to, eat a little bit less or get some more fruits in, this is a great hack. Grapefruit has lots of health benefits. What are they? I don't know. I'm not a doctor. Vitamin C, other good stuff. But so we've got the brown sugar on top, and I'm gonna do this one too. So we'll do 1 spoon, 2 spoons. You can do more, you can do less. Put it down. This would be a beautiful presentation for a brunch. Okay, our taco meat is starting to cook, and I need to empty the oven. I use my oven for storage, y'all, so we gotta get in there. It's so janky, but hey, it's really me at home. All right, so we have our brown sugar on top. And just use it all up. And then we're gonna put this in the air fryer or you can put it underneath the broiler if you don't have an air fryer. No problem. How long? Keep an eye on it until it gets bubbly and brown. The longer you put it in there, we'll start with like 5 minutes because we got some time to kill. The longer you put it in there, the heat will not only glaze the top of the grapefruit, but it'll move down the sides as well. So when you scoop in there, you have this beautiful, warm, juicy. Hello, old man. You can't watch anymore. I understand. Cammie loves grapefruit. You have this wonderful, warm, juicy citrus. So try it with some other ones as well. All right. So going in the air fryer. And I just use the French fry seasoning, 400, whatever your broiler setting is. Hemo's over here as well. Hello. Hello, Gail, Melanie. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, so while that's doing its thing, I'm going to empty the oven because I need to use it. We have to roast the eggplant. So for those of y'all that are just hopping in, I don't think it's been 20 minutes. Let me turn this down. Let me just turn these over. We sliced some eggplant slices. We soaked them for a little bit in salt water so that we could get some flavor in the eggplant. And now we have let them air dry, and we're going to roast these before we top them. All that goodness is coming. All right. So, pardon me. Cammie says you've never had it cooked. You never had broiled grapefruit. Yeah, y'all. It's gonna be really good. Really, really good. Fogging up my glasses. I can't see. Okay. Hopefully y'all are okay. One time I did that and somebody said their OCD was disturbing them with all my pots on the stove. So if it bothers you, let me know. You want to slice. Hello, Kimmy. Thank you so much. I appreciate you being here. Okay. So let's see what it says here as far as the eggplant. All right. All right, so we've already done this part where we sliced it, we put it in a bowl with water, we added salt, we let them dry. It's been about 20 minutes. All right, now it says line the eggplant in the oven tray. Mix the oil with salt and pepper and spread them over the slices. Bake in preheated 220 degree for 20 minutes. Something tells me that's Celsius. Can someone convert 220 degrees into Fahrenheit? Because this is a German recipe, and y'all know they use different measures, okay? So we need oil, salt, and pepper. Hello, Jay Sorrell. Thank you so much for being here. All right, so I have a little container. You can use olive oil. I'm sure that's what they use. I have this MCT coconut oil that's approved for me. Not a huge fan. Hello, Marcus. Thank you so much for being here. But that's what we'll use. I want to use some olive oil, but I'm going to use this MCT coconut oil. Oh, in case I didn't tell you, the air fryer is an oven with a fan on it. So it's flapping my parchment paper in there. How much oil? I don't know, just enough. A tablespoon. All right. So we're just going to go in with the oil of your choice. The oil is going to give us a nice browning and caramelization on the eggplant. So we're going to go in with some salt. How much salt? I don't know. Do what works for you. I don't have to worry about salt. I do have to worry about sugar. So if you need to do something else, do what works for you. And then I'm doing some fresh cracked pepper. So we have oil, salt, and pepper. And I'm going to get the pastry brush. And I'm just gonna mix this up and I'll give it a little taste. Again, mom says taste as you go. All right, so we wanna make sure that it's salted well enough. A little bit more. Again, if it's not raw, get in there. Make sure you like it. And the other thing mom said, don't serve anybody anything you haven't tasted, all right? Nate says 140 degrees Celsius. Could you do the other way around for me, please? What is 220 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit so I can preheat the oven? Thank you, my dear. I think it's like 400 and something. All right, so we're gonna go in with the oil. You all can see that our eggplant is kind of like pasty and I don't know, the light is really bright. There you go. So we're gonna get this oiled up. We wanna get it nice and greased up. Or you could use cooking spray. Let me keep it down here. I wanna get them all nice and greased up. And I'll do both sides. It doesn't say, but I wanna get all that good stuff, get that flavor in your ear on all of it. And because we salted it, it's kind of soaking it up. 428. Thank you, my dear. All right. So let's make sure this is empty. Let's do 425. Big. All right. Let's turn these over. Oh, we were supposed to put them in the pan. All right, I'm going to use the nonstick. I'm just going to put them down. I'm putting the oil side down because I plan to oil the other side too. Trying to see if I can get it all geometrically on one tray. 1 second, y'all. See if my mathematical mind can. Yeah, and I don't want them to overlap. All right, we'll just do 3 here and then 2 over there. All right, so we're gonna go back in with the other oil, salt and pepper. And our pasta sauce is looking good. I'm calling it pasta sauce. Hello, King Flex. Hello, Mr. M Sport. Hello, Mika Larkin. Thank you, everybody. Cami says you didn't know how to cook eggplant. It's just a vegetable. It's like a squash. And I gave you lots of ideas. You can roast it. You can do all kinds of different things. All right, so we're going to do the other one. And then once the oven's at temperature, we'll put these in. But yeah, you can use eggplant in so many different ways. All right, a little bit more oil, salt, pepper. Or if you have a seasoning of choice, we got some seasonings today. Thank you, Cooking with Aisha. I just did an unboxing video. Her seasonings arrived. So can't wait to cook with those. All right, which side did I do? We're going to get in here and get them nice and greased up. At this point, let me just pour. Y'all see how it's just absorbing? So when we roast these, they'll have a beautiful brown color to them. That's pretty much the hard part. And if you don't want to do this whole, pizza building thing, you could just roast them and serve them as roasted eggplant. Simple is good. Less is more in a lot of ways. All right. So good. Clean as we go. All right. Let's check on our grapefruit. Let's see how that's looking while we're waiting on the oven. Can y'all see? Ooh, can y'all see how it's got a like bubbly brown? I'm gonna keep going because I want it to get like all the way down. But see how that looks compared to regular. Cami likes the recipe. All So this is what we're doing with the grapefruit with a little bit of brown sugar on top. I'm just gonna bring it. All right, let that keep going. Oven is preheating. Everybody's doing good. Looks good. Okay, I think we're good with this, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and turn off the taco meat, which is my shortcut for spaghetti sauce. But just love to give you guys some ideas on what you can do. You know, I love cooking from scratch, but not everybody does. But a home cooked meal goes a long way, you know, whether you're doing it for yourself, for your health, or for your loved ones, you know. I think that's a wonderful way to serve. All right, so we're going to carefully get our taco meat out. You all can see it's in here in the hot water, so I'm going to drain the water. And then what I'll do is I'll clip the pouch and put it back in this same pot once it's cleaned up. And then that way our spaghetti sauce taco meat is already done. All right. Hope everybody's doing well, looking good. Big Clyde says, what kind of meat are you going to eat with that? In case you all didn't see the recipe, I'll hold it up again. So this is what I'm recreating. So this is the eggplant lasagna, eggplant pizza. So she uses like tomato-based pasta sauce with ground beef. I'm taking a shortcut using the taco meat, but we're going to go for the same kind of effect with 3 different layers of eggplant, and then we're going to roast these in the oven. Oh, I need to cut those tomatoes. Roast these in the oven, and that is the goal. All right. So you could use whatever meat: pulled pork, ground beef, taco meat, whatever you have. A lot of cooking is just knowing the basics and just really getting in there with experimentation. Hello, Sabucio. So I guess I'll ask you, what kind of meat would you eat with it? Okay, so let's carefully drain out this hot water. Let me do this first. I'm going to get some tongs because I don't want it to splatter. I'm going to take the pouch out. And we just boiled this in hot water in here. And then we're going to cut it. All right, so now let's empty the water. And because the pot is still hot, I'm going to carefully cut this and put the sauce in here so it can stay warm while we roast our eggplant. Okay, scissors. Sometimes, you know, in a pinch, if you just want, you know, some protein, Posh says, you have the perfect voice to be a teacher, so calm and articulate. Oh, thank you so much. I'm not a real teacher, but thank you. Maggie, the substitute teacher, is because I cook with substitutes. I do work in tech, but either way, thank you for the compliment. And hopefully, Posh, let me know if you saw the video of what we're making. You can call it eggplant pizza or whatever. Oh, it smells so good. So we have some taco meat already cooked and already seasoned. So we're taking a little shortcut here. You can do a lot with shortcuts, like buying a rotisserie chicken. Hello, Vladimir. All kinds of different things. All right, so we're gonna toss this. I'm gonna taste it. I've had it before. I think it's seasoned well, but if you wanted to put some extra stuff in there, you absolutely could. Where did I get the meat from? So this came in the giveaway box. It's been a while since I've done my giveaway box story, but basically, like, you know, the food banks, I've got some neighbors that are limited mobility, so I like to go pick up giveaway food and give to my elderly neighbors. And every once in a while, there's something in there that I'm like, oh, I could use that. All right, so let's taste this taco meat. All right, so I'm just gonna get in here and give it a taste. And if it's fine on its own, we'll just cover it and keep it warm. It's good. Now, I almost wish I did Italian because this is a little bit different flavor. You know, like Latin flavors have more of that cumin and that chili. Italian is going to be more of the oregano and the basil, but we will be all right. So I'm just going to put the top on here. I think I want to get my, I'll make a beverage, and then I think I want to get my grapefruit out. All right, so this is going to be ready to go. Running out of space, y'all. I'm one of those that uses everything in the kitchen. Hello, SCY. Thank you so much for being here. Okay. So let me show you all one of my little janky 0-calorie lemonades. And then we've got some veggies to prep while we roast our eggplant. All right. So I'll bring this here. I should have preheated the oven, but I didn't. So as soon as it beeps, we'll put our eggplant in there and just get it nice and tender and brown. Hello, Jalosi. Thank you so much for being here. All right, 2-ingredient lemonade. You all always hear me say, try to eat your calories. If you drink your calories, you're just going to get a lot more and it won't get you full. So if you care about it, I'm going to show you a 2-ingredient, simple lemonade that I've been drinking. You can get this at the Dollar Tree. This is just concentrated lemon juice. You can also use real lemons if you have them. Absolutely. Go for that. And then for sweetener, I have my French vanilla, or we could use our stevia. This is my sugar-free syrup. So this is from Splenda, the yellow packets. So we're just going to mix them, eyeball it over ice, and have a nice little lemonade. Hello, busy mom. Aren't we all? So let me show you all a nice refreshing drink. If it's 5 o'clock after where you are, you can, put a little splash of wine in there, make it a little spritzer or champagne or whatever. We're going to keep everything just family friendly. All right, so let's get a nice glass. So we have a stemless wine glass, and I'm going to go ahead and maybe halfway with ice. Oh, y'all, I forgot. We got to get our grapefruit. Okay. Put a pin in that. Oven is ready. We're going to put our eggplant in so it can start to roast. All right. So again, these were just sliced, salted, and oiled. It says 20 minutes. We'll figure it out. All right. Eggplant going in. Okay. So hopefully you all can see. Eggplant is in there. Let me check on our. Y'all, that looks so good. Okay. Concentrated lemon juice. This could be lime juice. It could be anything that you like. How much? A couple tablespoons. Eyeballing it. That much. And then equal part sugar-free sweetener for me. So I'm using the Splenda French vanilla syrup. This can be any sweetener that you like, sugar-free. And then we're just going to top with water. You could do a slice of mint. You could do a slice of lemon, all kind of good stuff. So some homemade sugar-free lemonade. If I had a nice lemon garnish, I got rid of a lot of produce before I left. Kathy says, just tuned in. How am I fixing the grapefruit? I'm going to get it out and show you guys. Let's taste it. We got Rachel. She says, hi, welcome back. Thank you, my dear. So good. All right. 2 ingredients. Y'all can make this stuff. Save your calories. 0 calories. Save it for the stuff you actually want to eat. All right. So let's get the grapefruit out. And then we got Cut up a couple tomatoes and some parsley. All right, so one more minute on the grapefruit. So we're just doing a broiled, brown sugar broiled grapefruit. Literally just cut it in half, sprinkle the half, the open half with brown sugar, or for me, I'm using a sugar substitute with some maple and brown food coloring to make it look like brown sugar. I made it myself. We did it on stream, but it's 0 calorie. And then you just put it under the broiler, or I'm doing the air fryer, and it gets bubbly and brown. 5 minutes if all you want is the top, but I put a little bit longer on there. So we're about to take that out. Small silent sips, ladies. And just remember, it's going to be really hot anytime you have hot sugar. So be very careful handling it. Here we go. All right, you all can see. And it even kind of peeled back the sides of a little bit. God, it's hot. I'm gonna put this in a bowl. So it almost like opened up and made the grapefruit just kind of burst up, and we've got this nice caramelization in there. If I had brought it up closer to the heat, it would have been even more charred. All right, so let's use our tongs carefully. And I'm gonna put it in the bowl. This could be a great, oh my God, look at that, y'all. This would be a great, it's hot. Nice and juicy, got that brown sugar on the inside. If you wanted to, you could drizzle a little extra of this on there. Just be careful, because it will, especially if it's sugar, once it cools, it'll kind of like caramelize down, or you could toss it. But since I'm using sugar-free sugar, why not? If you're doing a nice little brunch or something, this could be an excellent little treat. So I'm gonna get a spoon and I'm gonna get in here and taste it, and then we're gonna do some prep. All right, our eggplant is in there roasting. Let's move this out of the way. Okay. I'm glad to be back cooking for y'all. Whale City says yummy. I agree. Excuse me. Yes, absolutely. Let me see if I can. Sometimes it does. Oh, sorry, y'all. Okay, I don't want to mess it up. Let's get a spoon. So with your bacon, your eggs, your pancakes, whatever you're making, hello, Vincent. We're gonna go in there. Looks amazing. Y'all like that? So I made that little short yesterday, but I'm just gonna go in with the spoon. Dig down in there. Whew, it's hot. You can let it cool. You don't have to let it sit as long as I did. 5 minutes is good. I'm fighting it, but I'm gonna get in here and get a nice little scoop. Let me use a fork so I don't burn myself. Just to kind of hold it. Anytime you have melted sugar, it's gonna be hotter than it looks. So just be very careful. You can also just let it cool down, but I'm gonna get in here while it's lava hot. All right, can you see that? But this is our brown sugar grapefruit. All right. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Hello, I am saying, oh my gosh. I don't know how to explain it. It's kind of tart like grapefruit in the finish, but because it's warm, it's just extra juicy. Oh my gosh. Whale City says, what protein are you making? We've got the taco meat behind me. Y'all, this is so good. And it's sticky and it's just, I could tear this tear this up. Just a little hack for grapefruit. Get in there. All right, I don't want to completely like start going to town. We'll let it cool down. And of course, I'm getting it on me. One moment. All right. So just wanted to show you all that little grapefruit hack. It looks yummy. TikTok has this thing. One second, y'all. Okay. Oh. Okay. All right. So while our eggplant is in there roasting, we're going to chop up, just slice a couple tomatoes for the top. And then I think we're ready to start layering. We want to wrap this up. I usually try to keep my streams to an hour, but I'm rusty, y'all. I've been gone, so I got a little ambitious today. Okay, let's wash our hands from that brown sugar sticky goodness. So if you have a sweet tooth, you absolutely can enjoy. Okay. So you see on the top of this eggplant, she uses some parsley and some tomato. So I want to go ahead and chop that up so we can layer everything. And then we'll take the eggplant out, layer it, and get ready to go. Hello, Tabble. Thank you so much. Kathy says you're going to try that. Yeah, absolutely. A girlfriend told me about that brown sugar glazed grapefruit. And it's wonderful. And if you like it warm, it kind of slows you down from eating too fast, if you care about that. All right. So I placed a grocery order. We've got some grape tomatoes. I only need a handful for the top garnish. And then I have some fresh parsley. Just need a little bit of this. It's going to be nice and colorful. Again, since we're doing taco meat, you could also do like, I don't know, sour cream if you wanted to do that for Latin flavors. You could do fresh basil. You could get creative with it. Hello, QRS, and hello, Bongwei. Thank you so much for being here. Rachel says, I'm surprised you've already started live streaming. I would have needed an extra couple of days to adjust. I'm still kind of tired, y'all. I've been sleeping as much as I can. But, you know, the way I look at it is I'm going to be cooking anyway, so I don't mind streaming for you all. Oh, y'all, this thing is still hot. This grapefruit, it's going to hold on to the heat for a while. It's so good. But yeah, that's why I'm taking my time. But yeah, I do enjoy cooking for you all. But yeah, take as much time as you need. Don't hurt yourself. It will be okay. All right, so let's get a handful of tomato and some parsley. So we have our ingredients ready to go. And if you're new here, I usually do stream every day anyway because I cook every day. But that's just me. I know, you know, people are different. And I'm just glad to have y'all here with me. So let's rinse off our grape tomatoes. If you saw me on the Wives Club last night, I was a little bit slow because, you know, traveling internationally, it does take a lot out of you. But I had an amazing time. In London, I went to my first polo match. Thank you to the Guards Polo Club and Woman of Elegance for inviting me. Hopefully you all saw that. Tried to post as many pictures as I could when I had signal. And then also went to Egypt and saw so much history. Zane says, hello, Maggie. Did you enjoy your trip? I absolutely did. It was life-changing. All right, y'all, I'm just going to cut these cherry tomatoes in half lengthwise. I'm not going to try and do too much. I'm looking at the top here and they have them sliced. I really needed more of the grape tomato, but this is going to have to do as I'm already feeling myself kind of like, yeah, I'm looking at cheese. I'm going to put a little sauce on there. Yeah. Let's see if I can get them sliced. All right, pretty thin. We'll make it work. Hello, Jay. Hello, Amari. All right, so I'm gonna do a little bit of knife skills if I can. Try and get these carefully sliced flat side. We can save these halves for like your salads. I do like a cherry tomato. I actually like them in salads better than a like a slicing tomato. Get a nice little burst of flavor when you bite down on it. Probably should be using the paring knife. But we'll just get some nice little slices here. And then we'll chop up some parsley. So yeah, our eggplant looks like it's ready to assemble, and we're just gonna go with it. If you don't like tomato, that's fine. You can absolutely do like red pepper. Hello, Miss Momo. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Marsha. Kathy says, I love your recipes. Thank you on TikTok. Yeah, you all, I mean, honestly, I use my social media to save recipes when they come up in my feed. I watch all the cooking shows, and the way my channel started, while I'm trying to cut these for y'all, the way my channel started, I was just cooking anyway. Like I said, I've been cooking since 1842. And I would see beautiful recipes on Food Network or any of these cooking shows or viral internet recipes. We got to make this cottage cheese bread one of these days. And I would say, oh my gosh, that looks amazing, but I can't have that, and I can't have that, and I can't have that, because I was tested for food sensitivities. And then one day I was just like, well, let's see if we can recreate it and substitute with the ingredients that I have to have and see if it comes out any good. And so I just started doing that and posting the finished product online, and people were like, did you make that? And if so, what did you use? How did you make it? Where did you get it from? All the questions that y'all asked me. So I just decided to go live and walk you through what I'm doing, because I'm going to be cooking it anyway, and just talk to y'all. Thank you for keeping me company. I'm an early empty nester. The boys will be back tomorrow. They are traveling with their dad, 15 and almost 17, 15 and 16. It is my former father-in-law, I'll still say father-in-law, Papa's 85th birthday. So my ex-husband took the boys down to Florida to visit their paternal side. So, all right, I think that's good. We won't waste the tomatoes, but I just wanted to get some slices. So hopefully this is enough to garnish. All right, and then we're going to chop up a little bit of parsley, and then we'll be done. So we'll definitely save this. Don't want to waste. Oh, hold up. Eggplant is really browning. All right, y'all. We'll come back to this. We need to start layering. Wait till you see what I see. I might have it on too high. All right. So the thin part of the eggplant is cooking fast. So we're going to go ahead and start layering these and then put them back in to brown the cheese. We'll do the parsley later. All right, careful. All right. So you all can see. Ooh, it's beautiful. Let me see if I can get it up so you all can see. Hello, Mark Mac. It smells amazing. If you like eggplant, it smells like a sweet squash. Oh, it smells so good. Okay, so I'm just gonna turn these over. Let me see if I can lift one up so you all can see how nice and roasted they are, how nice and colorful they are, and kind of caramelized. Vegetables have a natural sugar in them, and when you cook them with the heat, ooh, that one got a little bit too done. But that's why I cook live, so y'all can see everything. All right, so let's flip this over. We got a beautiful brown roasted color. All right, so we're going to stuff these, put the cheese on them, and put them back in there to brown, and then we're good. I'm so excited. I'm getting excited. Oh, what do y'all think so far? All right, So this looks good. And again, if you don't want to do all the other steps, just slice it. That would be like nice little roasted zucchini strips. I'm not zucchini, eggplant. Okay, so let's do one here. And she does 3 different layers. All right, so we'll do 2 of them on one sheet. And so you all can see the thickness there of the eggplant. All right, so let's leave it flat. You were asking about the meat. So her recipe calls for like a homemade spaghetti sauce. If you have leftover spaghetti sauce, use that too. We had some taco meat, so it kind of looks the same. I know it doesn't taste the same. All right, so let's get a spoonful of taco meat or spaghetti sauce, and we're going to put that in the middle of our eggplant. And I'm just going to spread. Now we're greedy over here, so let's do 2 spoonfuls. All right. Again, this could be, I don't know, barbecue. It could be spaghetti sauce. It could be whatever you like. All right. So I want y'all to see step number 1. And I think, yeah, she's going to put cheese in between all of them. All right. Hopefully you all can see that. Let me watch because I know I'll mess this up moving fast. So this is what we're making for anyone who just hopped on. All right. So that's going to be the finished product once we get done. So we oiled and roasted our eggplant. This is where we are now. We've got that. So we're going to do meat and then a layer of eggplant and then cheese, meat. Okay, I got it. All right. So excited. Does anybody else get excited when it's time to eat? Okay. Our sugar-free lemonade. So I'm going to take another eggplant layer and I'm going to put it on top. Then we're going to put some more meat. Hello, Amain. Thank you. All right. So let's go with more meat. If you're doing one meal a day, if you like doing OMAD, one big meal a day, this could be a great one. That's kind of what I'm doing. So I'm trying to get this done before my cutoff, intermittent fasting. Okay, I'm sure they're using, oh, y'all can't see. I'm sure they're using like a mozzarella cheese. Since I'm dairy free, I'm going to use manchego. So let me grate that on here. You could probably do feta. You could do whatever you want, but a nice melting cheese. Manchego cheeses came on a cheese wheel, so I'm just going to grate it. It's a sharp sheep's milk cheese, kind of like a Parmesan. Okay, if you can have Parmesan, please have some for me. So I'm just going to grate this directly over top because we want to get that to melt. We want that nice cheesy layer on our eggplant. So you all can see what we have so far. Hot. Okay. Then let's do the last layer of eggplant. Our pasta sauce. Let's do 2 layers of that. Spread it on. And then we're going to do some more cheese on the top and our sliced tomato. So this part, you could absolutely get the kids involved. Mom had me and my brother in the kitchen with her. I've taught both boys how to cook, but you know, they say, Mom, it tastes better when you do it. So of course I continue to do it, but I think cooking is a life skill. But this assembly part, this layered part, you could absolutely get the kids in there. If you have the pre-shredded cheese, then just have them put some of that on there. All right. So hopefully you all can see, and you see our little stack that we have going on so far. And then the tomato. So we just slice these. And then we're going to repeat with the other one. We have our beautiful roasted eggplant. And we have our spaghetti sauce or taco meat. I'm doing 2 heaping spoons. So this is 1 eggplant, and we didn't even use all of the eggplant. All right, I didn't get 3 layers on this one. I just got 2. So let me go ahead and shred the cheese. Hopefully y'all can see. You could make this a tall stack if you wanted to do a 5 stack like a lasagna. You absolutely could. Get those extra veggies in there. If you don't like eggplant, use zucchini. If you don't like zucchini, use squash. You could add extra seasonings. Hello, Blue Smoke. Linda says, did you fry your eggplant? No, my dear. We roasted it in the oven. I roasted it a little bit too long, but sliced it, salted it, and then roasted it. All right. And let's do the last layer of taco meat or spaghetti sauce. This is a great way, if you have leftover spaghetti sauce, a great way to use it the next day. And y'all know it tastes better the next day anyway when all those flavors have been able to combine. And then the last little layer of cheese, and then we'll put some tomato on there. And then they have like a little sauce that they put. I'll put a little bit of that on here. Hold on, I'm looking. I'm trying to shred and look at the same time. All right, I think that's good. They're gonna put a little bit of sauce around here so it doesn't dry out. All right. So let me just scoop up this cheese on the side. Y'all know we're greedy. We want all that good stuff. And then we have our sliced tomato. I could go for extra tomato, honestly. If you don't like tomato, like I said, do roasted red pepper. This is where you could absolutely customize it in the way that works for you. All right, we'll do the parsley after when it comes out. Hello, Prince. Hello, Dre, and hello, Kimmy. All right, so this is what we have. See our 3 little layers here: eggplant, meat, sauce, and cheese. Speaking of sauce, let me scoop up a little bit of this. I'm just gonna get, we're gonna go old school. I'm just gonna get some of this flavor, this sauce flavor. Like if you had, you're really just supposed to spoon some of that off if you have some extra. I don't really, this is not working. I'll just do. I'm just gonna put a little bit around the sides. And then we'll just add a little bit of oil and water, just so it doesn't dry. And I'm not gonna let it go long. We just wanna melt the cheese. I think it says another 20 minutes. I'm not doing that. We just wanna melt the cheese. And then I'll chop up the parsley. So a little bit of coconut oil, splash of water, salt, pepper. I think that's what they did. And we're just gonna pour around the sides so it doesn't dry out. Hello, Imani. Thank you so much for being here. Oh, thank you, Nick. I appreciate that. All right. So I'm just gonna swirl it around a little bit. And I'm just gonna put that in the bottom of the pan so it almost kind of like steams. That's supposed to be the tomato sauce. All right, so now we're gonna put this in the oven, and I'm gonna put it on the top shelf so it can kind of broil, melt that cheese. Then we'll take them out and plate. Hello, Jurgen. All right. Not sure if y'all can see it. Okay, you can't see it up at the top. All right, let's clean up. We got to cut the parsley because we're going to grate, and then we're done. We are done. So let's clean up. We're going to garnish with some fresh parsley. If you don't have fresh, you can absolutely do the shakeable one. Thank you, Cammie. But I love to give you guys fresh ingredients when I can. I'm still looking at my grapefruit. Oh, for those of y'all who missed it, it's still kind of warm in the, this will be wonderful dessert. Nice, healthy, low carb, high protein, sugar-free, all that good stuff. If you care, if you don't, put some breadcrumbs on it. If you can have real dairy, put some of your favorite cheese on it. Hopefully you all are getting some inspiration of what you can do. All right, so we'll take that out. Next, our little garnish of parsley. And then I can't wait to get in there, y'all. I'm so excited. I get excited towards the end. Greedy. Okay. Max 10 minutes. But I missed you guys when I was away. Hello, Bev. Okay. All right, so we have some leftover tomatoes. I'm just going to scoop those up, and some parsley. If you were doing a beautiful like salad on the side, you could use this, tomato on your salad. But I'm going to scrape it up and save ingredients are expensive, so we don't have to waste. You can toss these in an omelet. Hello, Eugene. You could toss these in an omelet, salad, whatever. You could just eat them, as a snack. Our youngest loves tomatoes as a snack, just like his dad. So we'll save those for the next adventure. Okay, so we have some fresh curly parsley, just like the recipe. So I'm just going to break off a sprig of this and then just chop it up fine. I read somewhere you don't want to rinse the whole thing. You actually want to rinse off what you're going to use, because the water, if you rinse off the whole thing, it will spoil more quickly. Same for lettuce and cabbage and stuff like that too. Or you can do whatever works for you. So I'm just going to give this a rinse. This is just going to be our garnish. We'll check on our eggplant pizzas. Eggplant with minced meat. All right. So I'm not a huge fan of parsley, but somehow with the other flavors, it does come together quite nicely. For me, it's kind of grassy. So I'm going to take the stem off. And we're just going to dice because we need that nice little garnish. All right. So with herbs, I just try to bunch them up. They're a little bit unruly. Try and do a little bit of a rough chop, and then move your fingers out of the way and get back in there for the finer dice. Oh, for me, cooking is therapeutic. We all need something that calms us down. It could be gardening. It could be reading. It could be taking a bath. Jürgen says, you know what, Jürgen, this is a German recipe, another German recipe from Eco Sun Kitchen. I had to translate it. It says, Hallo Zaman, hello everyone. So yes, your people, Jürgen. So I'm glad Jürgen is across the pond in Germany. All right, I think we're good with the garnish. Just want to try and get this as fine as I can. All right. Now, let's take a look at our eggplant. Hello, Miss Catwalk, and hello, Joe the Prophet. Let's take a look if our cheese is nice and brown. I'm gonna call it. We'll garnish it, and then we'll plate. Take some pictures, take a bite, and I'll let you all have your evening or afternoon. I know we have people watching from all over, but it was fun to cook for y'all. Again. And I'll do it again and again and again and again and again. All right, let's take a check. Woo! Y'all, I think we're gonna go ahead and call it. Let's garnish it with the parsley and turn this off and plate it. All right. That looks good. Now my goat's cheese isn't like as white and creamy as like a mozzarella, so you'd have a different color, but I think it looks great. We're just gonna put some fresh parsley on here, but you definitely have those Italian colors, white, green, and red. Doesn't that look nice? We're going to take it out of this tray and put it on a plate so I can take pictures of it. And this is what I would do. Like I said, this is how my channel started. I would just do this on my own and then share the finished product. Parsley fingers a little bit wet. All right, let's get a plate. So you all can let me know what you think so far. What is it? I don't know. What do we want to call it? Eggplant pizza? I'll show you the video one last time, but let me plate. Aye. I'm going to use this tray. All right. Just ran the dishwasher. All right. Oh, hot. Okay. Fish turners or 2 spatulas, especially when you have something big, you want to get all the way up underneath there so it doesn't fall off. And then I'm going to transfer it here kind of nicely. Same thing. You got the triple layer, the triple decker. Ugh. All right, so if you mess up a little bit, just clean, blot, scoop that up. And then I'm just gonna do a little bit of parsley. It's a little bit wet, but a little bit of parsley garnish. All right. What do you all think? Eggplant looks good? Oh, Rachel says it looks gorgeous. Thank you. All right, let's take some pictures. This is what it was supposed to be for anyone who just hopped in, okay? So 3 layers of eggplant. We sliced them, we oiled them, we roasted them, and then we put them in the middle of the tray, spaghetti sauce or taco meat, layer them with cheese, another layer. Thank you, Jessica. I'm a little rusty, but I love cooking it up for y'all. Then another layer, just rinse and repeat, more cheese. I did dairy-free, a little sauce in the pan so it doesn't dry out, some tomatoes, and then a garnish of parsley. So that was the goal. You wish you were there to get a taste? Absolutely. You would have garlic bread. Yes, if you can have the carbs, please have some for me. Oh, some nice Texas toast. Absolutely. And I got my lemonade and I got my grapefruit dessert. All right, let me take a quick pick. And then we're gonna cut into one. The original has 3 layers. I don't know if y'all can see the 3 layers. You could also do 2 or you could do more. This tray is kind of heavy. So we're gonna take a picture this way so that it looks like 3. So when you all see this stuff on my page and people are like, did you make that? Yes, y'all, we made that. We made this together. Thank you, Kelly. Um, so yeah, this is what we did today. So I don't know if you would call it eggplant pizza, eggplant lasagna. It's called eggplant with minced meat on the video. Let me take one with the flash. So my photographer, family photographer says take lots of pictures from multiple angles because you never know which one. God, that looks so good, y'all. It's beautiful. So many different colors and everything. Jessica says, bravo. Thank you, my dear. Hello, M. Babs. How did I make the lemonade again? Ice, water, dollar store lemon juice, and Splenda syrup, sugar-free vanilla syrup. Whew, I'm tired, y'all. But it's okay. Let's do a quick little video. I'll set it to music. That's what my son is like, Mom, you need to set it to trending audio. Boy. All right. So we have our sugar-free, dairy-free, gluten-free meal. I know I should put it on a plate, but at this point, I'm just going to cut into it and take a bite for y'all, and then we're done. Oh. Oh, let's turn off the oven. All right, y'all, we want to get a little bit of everything. Rachel says eggplant lasagna. Okay. Hello, Miria. There's no ricotta. The dessert is grapefruit with brown sugar in the air fryer, or sugar-free brown sugar for me. All right. Yes. Let's get in here. Let's get a nice little cross section if we can. Oh my God. So excited. Y'all want to jump in here and eat my way out. Trying to take an elegant bite for y'all. Knowing good and well, I want to get in here. All right, so we have our meat, we have our eggplant, we have our parsley. It's a fusion. It's so good. Now, if this were spaghetti sauce, it would give me all that Italian stuff going on, but I got taco meat, so I have a little bit of like Latin Italian, but it is so good. And then the eggplant is like caramelized down. Y'all can see that? It's got this sweet kind of like chewy texture to it. All right, y'all. I'm about to tear this up. Thank you all so much for being here and cooking with me. Today, I'm going to eat one and then pack up the other one. This will probably reheat up really well because, you know, it's just, you know, it's so good. So good. If you wanted to, you could do a little bit of Parmesan or Pecorino Romano. If you need to do dairy-free, this is a sheep's milk cheese. But if you wanted to do a little bit of grated Parmesan on there, why be regular when you can be extra? Just crumble that on there. Y'all, let me stop. All right. One more bite. And I'm going to sit down. I'm going to tear it up. Oh my gosh. All right, y'all. Today is Saturday. Tomorrow's Father's Day. Happy early Father's Day to all the dads, granddads, everybody. We love you all. We need you all. The boys will be back tomorrow. If my dad doesn't want to go out, then I'll be cooking with the boys tomorrow. Hello, Lucas. Yes, absolutely. Yes, it's a great, thank you. Arizell says, looks good and healthy. people sleep on eggplant. It's a great substitute. It is, y'all. So let me let y'all go because I'm about to eat. Oh my gosh. And the burnt bits taste the best because they got that caramelization, y'all. I'm excited. All right. Thank you, IG. Thank you so much, TikTok. I'll see you all tomorrow. Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter. Thank you all so much. Thank you, AV7, for the $20 Cash App, our stream sponsor. I appreciate you, my dear. Thank you, Through the Fire podcast, for the $5 gift. You all keep me flued out, and I appreciate it. Thank you so much, Jurgen. I'll see you all next time. Bye.